Good morning. I thought today we could talk about compost, especially in the winter. I get a lot of questions about it through the growing season. What kind of things do I put in it? How do I manage it? How do I make it? What can you do at your own place? And I thought I'd talk a little bit about that today. Might seem like a weird topic because we're in winter and everything's cold and frozen and there's not a whole lot of aerobic activity going on in these piles this time of year. And that's okay. Yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot, but there is some. And I still have a lot of material to process. So let's talk about how I do that. I have a 5-bay composting system, just made out of upright pallets, no front on them. I access them every single day, so putting a front on them is a little bit pointless. So this is bay 1. This is where all material goes first. Doesn't matter what it is. I don't pay attention to ratios. I don't try and micromanage greens and browns and all that. I know some people do, and they have a lot of success with that, and that's awesome. I have too much material to get hung up on that. So what happens is, whatever I have on hand, I throw in bay 1. Until it starts to come out the front there, and then I stop, and that'll sit for between 5 to 7 days. Day 5 or 7, all of this will get moved here to bay 2, and then about 5 to 7 days that will all get moved here. See, this one is actually bay 2's turn to get moved here today, and we'll do that. From there it gets moved to bay 4 and bay 5. Now when it gets to bay 5, it sets another 5 to 7 days, and then I'll sift it, and I'll show that in a different video because this pile is not quite ready for that, and there's not going to be a whole lot of composting material in it ready. So most of this is actually going to go straight back onto bay 1, but that's just fine. I'm not going to be too worried about that. So let's work on moving stuff from bay 2 to bay 3. I just use a shovel. I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, you should use a tractor or something like that. Make your bays bigger, makes it easier." And yeah, it would be easier if I used some kind of machinery or equipment. 2 reasons why I don't. Number 1, and most important, I don't have one. So I use what I have. And as far as that goes, will be speaking to most of you. And I would say that most of you don't have a piece of equipment or a way to manage it like that. And so you use what you have, just like me. Also, I enjoy it. It's peaceful, calm, no stress on it. Just getting back to your roots, I guess. Anyway, I'm not going to show you the entirety of me just moving one compost pile. You get bored pretty quick. But you get the general idea. All I do is move it from one pile to the other. This one I'll probably dump some water on because it's pretty dry in the middle, which is kind of strange, go figure, in the winter. But I'll add some water on top later on today when everything's thawed out. And then all that moisture will help keep the pile warmer and start to break down a little bit more. And another thing people will mention, are you concerned about the lack of breaking down in the winter? Why would you even do this now? Well, like I said before, I got a ton of material and I got a huge garden space, and this year I'm going to need every pound of compost I can make. Plus, I have all this here. This is, I'm gonna guess probably about 5 yards of material or so. And I have probably triple this to shovel out of my animal pens as we have time. And in addition to that, I probably have 50 yards of 5-year-old composted horse manure that I'm gonna run through this whole system too. So I have a lot to cycle through, and I don't want to have a late jump on it. I want to take advantage of the time I have and use it wisely. Anyway, that's it for today. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Be happy to answer anything, at least to the best of my ability. Other than that, have a great day.